Hi, I'm Graham and this is my colleague Rebecca. We're based at the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, where we're working to revise the current legislation on medical devices.
This legislation applies to the whole of the European Union, and it's designed to ensure that all the devices in Europe are safe. These rules need updating because the landscape has changed since they were written over 20 years ago. The number of countries in the EU has almost doubled. Medical technology has improved substantially. And we've learned a lot from the cases of faulty PIP breast implants and metal-on-metal hip replacements in the last year.
The European Commission has now published what it thinks the new legislation should look like. Now the countries in the EU and the European Parliament need to suggest changes and agree the final legislation. At the moment, we think the Commission has done a pretty good job of writing the legislation, but we still think there is room for improvement.
Today, we're launching a public consultation because we need your input to make sure devices regulation is as good as it possibly can be. We've read the draft legislation line by line and tried to understand how it might have an impact in the UK. We've set out our initial thoughts on how it can be improved in the consultation document. Now we really want to hear your views. How will the changes in the draft legislation have an impact on you? Are the changes positive, or should we be suggesting different choices?
You'll find the consultation on our website with all the information you need to respond. It's open for the next 10 weeks. The draft legislation suggests significant changes, so our consultation is quite detailed and runs to over 50 pages. But please don't be put off. Feel free to just answer the questions relevant to you. And it would be even more helpful if you can back up your answers with evidence wherever possible.
Although the legislation may not come into force until as late as 2019, through this consultation you can really have an impact on the government's policy and change how things are done in the UK and the rest of Europe.
Thanks very much for taking the time to listen, and we look forward to reading your responses.